Right, welcome back to Pyanodons and let's buy hard. Now, we do get rid of the hydrogen, but it's a very small amount, so it's like 20 megawatts, or 2 megawatts back. So it does save a bit of power, but it doesn't really mean much. Still a bit low on graphite, but other than that, I think we're doing fine here. So, did we... The aluminum jump up. So we had this, now we're a bit better. I need to do something about the coke. Oh, because of course now we don't even have coke for this bit. We need more coke in here. Not a big deal. No. Let's actually use a splitter here. I do want you to... That's not great. The side of the belt. Just to make sure this gets consumed as quickly as possible. There we go. Oh, we're moving forward. I do hope that there's plenty of materials waiting on me. So overall, it seems to be going pretty well. All view is back as well. I do want to switch back to making the generic samples. I think we're going to need quite a few of those still. Hey. Oh, we actually jumped to 10 signs per second. So that's what we get now that we have plenty of glass. Not going to last long. I will have to boost that up a bit. Coke. Hmm. This is completely full. But what I should be able to do is take some of this off. Just throw it back here. Could be some excess. Yeah, it's not a huge amount, but it's not really a big amount at all. Oh, yeah, I don't know if this is going to help at all. We'll see. Is this even connected? Yes. This is where it goes. Okay. You know, it would be a much better idea to finally expand the co-processing, switch over better. Ah. And I should really change this to work a lot better. it's a bit weird. Also, I'm not getting much iron oxide anymore. It's gonna be a problem though. Okay, let's just ignore it for now. Can burn through some of the junk I have on me. Right. You seem to be working rather well now. That's good. Oh, steam is going down again. Yeah, I do want the fish, and I think it's time to get started on that because it will, again, take a little while to build up. The first step is the phytoplankton farm, so I do need phytoplankton to feed the fish, I think. Phytoplankton takes just tin grade 1, which means I want to move my tin production. Essentially, thinking I want to go somewhere around here and move the smelting of tin there. Now for the molten tin processing, that's also going to come. But for what matters is taking the tin 1, grade 1, which I can already make here. So the first stage I'm going to do on site. So the output of this is no longer going to be tin plates. What I want from here is tin grade 1. And I think this is in the usual ratio, right? It uses the exact same balance. Oh, research trains. Thank you. No. No. That's looking pretty good already. Of course, I will need the automated rail network to do anything useful with trains. This is... my guess would be that this is just a holdover from the old campaign. The first step is the screener. I think it's 1 screener to 2... No. 2 screeners to 1 jaw crusher, I think. Give me a second. Right. Sorry about that. There's going to be a few more distractions. Oh, maybe many more. Since I'm running a bit behind. Can't quite keep up, so I have to make do. Okay. Let's just see if this does actually use the same ratio. 0.33, 0.12... not exactly, it seems, right? And I think I still want to go with this design. It's not going to be perfect. Should work. You give me tin grade 1 is the main product. Not sure why the grading is different. Copper hits degrade too. That's interesting. Well, whatever. So, not a perfect ratio, but I think it still makes sense. What? There. Let's see. There we go. I'm not going to need any coal here. Convenient. So it means I don't have to worry about ash anymore. Once this clears up. I do have to take care of stone. I already have a line down here, which should be fine. And since I don't have to go to a furnace stack, I can just route everything down here. It is not ideal. It would be better to flip things instead, but whatever. Can't make another screener because I don't have iron. Well, could have picked some. 1.66, so it's not going to be fast enough, or is it? Yeah, it is going to be fast enough. Good. Yeah. Right. Sorry about the disruptions. I am forced to work in somewhat less than ideal conditions. I think that for the tin plates, I can just reuse the same belt. Yeah, this is a big problem with belts. It very quickly adds up to a huge amount of stuff on the belt. Okay. So this is the ash belt. And I also need a stone belt. Stone. It's here. Oh, come on. Tin will go straight here. I'll just have to deal with the tin plates. And that should work out fairly quickly. Sort it. But anyway, I hope that's the last disruption for this episode at least. Let's hope. I think it's already obvious that it was a bad idea to go with so many forests. I wanted it to save me some troubles with spiders. And it might have helped a tiny bit at first. But it's not so. Okay. I'm still quite far from being able to use trains efficiently. Oh, oh. You know I'm this low. We do want to keep the spacing the same. We'll have to move this belt. Mistake. Thought it was there already. No. With the biomass power plant, I should be able to get a decent chunk of power. Although it will always be a bit tricky. There are some complications with biomass. One of those is that if you're using actual biomass, so the powder pellets kind of thing, it's ridiculously low value. So it will take quite a while. Well, it will take a lot of inserters to put things into plant. And take up a lot of space on the belts, of course. Now, I'm sure it... I think that mainly that would be used to get rid of excess biomass. Because I think that even PyHard still keeps making biomass from moss. Or if knee can show this, yeah, it seems to be fine. Right, so I think there's still... Come on. I think that the Factorio one has been disabled. No. But it's not actually worth it. We get far less. The only advantage is that we don't have to deal with ash and stuff. That doesn't matter. Sap has been disabled, I think. Yeah, pretty sure. But moss, I think I saw there. This is used for a lot of things. Yeah, so 15 moss to 13 biomass. So this is a way to avoid moss, which in turn is a way to avoid muddy sludge. Not a great way, but combined with things like the pollution consumption and stuff, it might be worth it in the long run. We'll see. Anyway, I think that the first spot where we actually take the tin plates off the belt is in here, yes, so that works out pretty well. What I want to do is build a quick processing plant over here now. 0.25.5, so this should be long enough. So this should be empty. I should be able to build everything I need here, which right now should be just a smelting column, just using tin grade 1. So normally we need 10 tin ore to get 1 tin plate, and this way, I don't know if I already have it here, I don't, so let me just do it like that. I will want the ratios eventually anyway, especially when I update this later on. So coming from tin plate, again, this will need matrix solver. Yeah, so instead of 10, we only need 6. And we get some stone as a byproduct. So the ratio is 2 to 3. I don't think I can build that very nice. Oh, ew, actually I can. Oh, no. I'll think about it later. It's not important. What is important is that I need to take you off the belt. Means I need iron. Well, I do have one more splitter. Oh, I also need fuel though. And for now, I think I'll want to take the coke. I don't think we need anything for this processing. Graphite. So, coke it is. That makes sense, I think. There is a bit of coal dust coming this way. It's a bit liable. Should have some coke somewhere around here. There's a bit. This will work. Resupply though. Belts. Some wheats. Under the belts. No. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure that's going to be convenient for other things as well. Okay. I need to get the ash back here, but that should be fine. For now, all I need is the simple smelters. Oh, I could use... Well, not the advanced foundry. I could use the gas furnace, but... So... Then, so one per 5 seconds, and this one is somewhat slower. So I should be fine if with what I had before. Electric furnaces are not really close, are they? Yeah, by sense spec too. And they're not exactly cheap. Consume 5 megawatts. Yeah. But of course, at that point, electricity is already much cheaper, so it makes sense to use it, even when the numbers are this weird. Eh. Oh, let's not bother anymore. Well, I do kind of like it. Oh, yeah. Let's do it. With coke, of course, this is not going to produce a huge amount of ash. Oh, I need to get course. So what I want to do here is, if there's tin plate, just move it straight over to that side. Well, I do actually want you to go further, but not on this side. Or phytoplankton is a fluid, I think. Maybe it's not that bad. We could have a plant here, right? Yeah, that would work. Huh. That would make things a bit simpler. Are we getting some? Not quite, but that's okay. Do need to have a splitter somewhere here. Another thing I need for the fish are lamps, I think. Saline water, that's convenient. Biomass and oxygen. And then I need to take care of the wastewater, which is going to be annoying. Alright. Still quite a bit away. But I can grow phytoplankton right here. It does reduce pollution, which is not useful right now. But other than that, it should be fine. And of course there are two reasons I want to get started on fish. One is fish turbines. This is the main thing that's limiting me from making more. But there's another reason too, and that's we need fish oil to process a lot of stuff. Although, yeah, I can have quite a few of these with very little expense. Again, I will need to get rid of the excess plates. By the time I can actually consume this phytoplankton, I should be fine already. There. But that should be the first phytoplankton soon. I don't think there's a milestone for that. Might be. It's just a fish. Yes, fluids are trickier, but there are fluids. Well, whatever. Be getting there soon. And to make this a bit quicker, I will store some in here. Yeah. Okay. That should be everything. It's going to end up on the other side of the belt afterwards. Not a big deal. Whatever. Can I see you in the distance at least? Not really. I did want to use more radars. Now these ones are expensive. These ones aren't. They don't explore. In this case, I need to use one of you. They're also more expensive, aren't they? They aren't anymore. They're actually cheaper, other than the electricity. Yes, of course they take circuit boards, but that's not a big problem anymore. Do have stone walls and concrete walls now. Good. How much better are you? It's not better in everything, but and very good physical resistance. Not the prettiest. We should be getting some exploration now, not that it really matters too much. Hey! Looking pretty good. Are you full already? Yes, you are. Thanks. I can afford to place one of these guys down. Stacks, and these stack to 100 instead of 50 too. A lot better than dealing with ore. I don't need you. That was just to make sure that I can balance the waste copper ore. Oh, this should work out better. Oh, crushed quartz. Why do I have crushed quartz? Oh, we're out of Piscides 1. And I think it's because we don't have agar, right? Steam? Yes, we're low on steam. Why are we so low on steam? So we do have the usual consumption. The electrolyzers really kicked off, as well as the electric furnaces. I'm not sure this is going to stabilize. Because... oh, it is backing up. We are actually producing enough aluminum to produce all the duralumin we need. The duralumin is backing up. Also good. Probably means that I have a lot of intermetallics at this point, or that something is stuck. No other molten recipes yet, right? Yeah. You're working. Fine. There should be enough fluid fuels for both of you, yes. You're fine, and you're working. Ooh, yes. Yeah, so it's a very small build for intermetallics, but it should last me quite a while. No, it will disappear very quickly once I start building a bigger scope. But that's the thing, why you don't really need to go too big early on. Because even if you look at the iron, we already more than quadrupled the yield. And in the end, at very low cost. You know, that's just how Pyanodon scales. I don't think there's anything else that's coming soon. I don't think so. There's the raw coal. That's already logistic science. Copper, logistics science. I think most of them are going to be in logistics science. Yeah, energy generation would be so nice. Construction robots. Yeah, we need melamine for that, which needs Releasias and Augs. So I need to get onto Releasias, which are the first really complicated ones. Oh, of course, it's only going to get worse. For this, we need cDNA. That's the next big milestone. To make cDNA, we need all this. Laboratory instruments, that needs a borosilicate class, I think. Zooxanobacteria, those are simple, but I need to really boost my petri dish production. And I'll need some special raw cocoons, which isn't a problem though. That's a simple part. Just needs enough rocks. Okay. And yeah, optical sets. Boron trioxide. Don't worry, it's not that far. Right, I don't think there's anything I want to focus on before that. So rock food is going to be convenience, but it is tricky to set up. I will have that, but I'm not going to focus on it. Fluids, wagons, I guess so. Let's upgrade shooting speed. It's not as good as upgrading damage, but it helps with the shotguns, especially. Oh, I do have Cybersyn. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it at all. Probably not. Selector Combinator, no. Oh, I think this is the road we want to go to, down. Yeah. Batteries are the next big target. We're going to make simpler circuit boards cheaper, but I'm not sure if I need that. I might use the first batteries from this just to progress, and we'll see later. Okay. And I don't think I need any of these right now, so let's start with this research. Once I can make cDNA, I'm halfway to everything else, really. Then we get the Releasias, then we get Augs, and those are going to provide us with manure. That's the main thing we want from Augs right now. They also give blood. And lard and bones. Bones can be turned into kerogen. And we get the molecular decohesion research, which is great mainly because it allows us to get rid of a lot of those resources. I'm not sure if it's going to be worth it turning Favoge into iron ore, but it might be. Especially now that the productivity improved quite a bit. Yeah. So all of those are now even more renewable resources. So these are going to be working pretty well. And it will be a way to get rid of the excess materials from bioprocessing. So very good. And we can actually build those. That's very nice as well. They're quite expensive, but yeah, that's going to be very nice. Yeah, 1 per second iron ore is not a huge amount. Chlorine, I am a bit interested in, because this might be a way to deal with the fish. So I'm looking forward to this. I think I'm going to enqueue it. Yeah. This part of the tech tree is not very branchy. Sulfur, not quite there yet. All of this is working fine, I hope. Might want to expand the production a little bit. How are we doing? We are producing more than we're consuming, but not by a whole lot. Running through steel quite quickly, but that's mainly because I'm still making the refined concrete, which is not necessary. That should be fine. Yeah. So I don't have a huge surplus, but it's not a problem. I think it's going to work fine. Hey, are we finally finished with the iron ore? No, but we're getting closer. Oh, we don't consume a lot of iron now. Of course. You get 2 per second, so now you're backing up. What else is the problem? You 1 per second, and I'm producing more. But I think this is fine. Can make another screener. I don't think I'm going to be limited by... Well, I am limited by antimony oxide. But I don't think it matters right now. I think I'm fine. Right. There's another tin deposits. That's the radar doing its exploration. You haven't seen that in this yet. Ooh. Low on coke for the oxygen furnaces. Still not quite there. I'm not sure if I want to take the coke from here. Let's give it a try. This is the higher priority line for coke. But whatever. Anyway, I need to expand coke production anyway. Full on. No, no. Not getting next slits. I do still have the digosaurs. Digosaurs. Plenty of syngas. I can use excess syngas in oil burners. I only produce syngas when there's enough. Yeah. Syngas goes through here, up and down. Yeah, those oil burners were a lot more convenient when they didn't output flue gas. It's not difficult, but it's a bit annoying. Place to get rid of steam. Yeah, I do. Let me do that. Yeah. We'll have storage for syngas. And I will want to have a very quick build here of steel. No science. No science 1. Oh. You're missing substrate. Of course you are, because you don't have bit ratios, because you don't have agar. Yay! Steam needed. Do you have some extra acetylene? I want you to pitch. Beautiful. That's going to take a while to clear up. We can do this in the meantime at least. Happy about it. So this is 30 megawatts more. No, 15 megawatts more. For city, because you are 50% efficient. Yes. Not sure if that's going to make a difference in the long run. The biggest would be if all of those finally backed up, right? The aluminum and iron, which would also relieve the pressure on coke. Yeah, of course, I don't have enough coke. And I do want to start switching to electric miners and everything more seriously. It's long on this one, it's fine. I'm not sure if I have the tin here yet. Probably not. I don't think I've made any phytoplankton yet. We'll see. Then throw in 100 now that I'm producing these in bigger batches. First, I'm going to run out of petri dishes, so I'm not going to make that many, but it should help. I'm running around a bit too much. We want to go back to making fish. Oh, there's another recipe for phytoplankton. Eat up jerky. And it takes jerky instead of tin. I do have jerky. Huh, maybe that would make sense. Right, so I have everything I need for fish on these two belts. These are prioritized for circuit production, of course, but I don't hate the idea of using those. That should be everything I need for fish, right? Oh, and saline water, which I also have. So that's fairly convenient overall. Biomass I can make from moss. Yeah, that might work. Lamps are copper, iron, and glass. Yes. If I just... Yeah, that's... Let's make a fish farm here. Ooh, you take up a lot. Oh, I need two. Of course I do. Let's start with the fish eggs then. Now, another convenient thing about this is that it will allow me to get rid of saline a bit faster, which still is mostly an unwelcome byproduct. And you want it, but it does build up right now. Okay, this can go into the phytoplankton, if I finally get somewhere with that. I need a lot of fish. I also need to be here. I can get started on the fish eggs easily enough, just by connecting the phytoplankton and hunting for fish. Fishing for fish, I guess. Oh, looking at it, I want the fish eggs on the other side because that's the part that doesn't need any inputs other than fish. That still needs saline, still outputs wastewater, but it takes oxygen instead. It's fine. It's 3 ingredients, but all of those should be at low levels, I think. Let me fill it up on fish again. Yeah, very small amounts. You're supposed to build a lot of these, of course. Once. Young just keeps building it. Ash on me. The other fish bowl. And here else, of course. I think I have fish somewhere. Did put some in a box somewhere, right? Yeah, 30 fish. That should be enough to get me started. I think that's enough. Phytoplankton. I actually have phytoplankton. Good. I shouldn't need a lot of space around here. Okay, I'm going to leave myself some room. Guess I need to do some more spaghetti or something, but this should be easy. Now the main disadvantage of making it here is that I need to take the byproducts from the rending somewhere else. I hope I can deal with that. Hey. Saline. Also connect up the wastewater. That would be enough to get started. Right. I think. Oh, maybe not fish eggs. Fish are definitely a milestone. That's phytoplankton. Stands 82, so it's not too far. That should be fish eggs. You produce enough for 5. For the long term, I will want something a bit more efficient, but I think for now, this is perfect. And I should be able to provide the biomass easily enough. I do have wood here. I think it would be used as a source of biomass. If it's worth it, but let's see. Yeah, can compost biomass. I think it might be better to compost. Yeah. If I take that upgrade, that would be very convenient for this part. Need to take care of that, but for now I'm just going to put a storage tank. Need an electrolyzer for the oxygen. Another electrolyzer, although this one is not going to consume a lot. Maybe it would be better to take the oxygen from somewhere else. Let's see. It's carbon dioxide. Don't we? Yeah, that's what. Oxygen. I don't want to deal with the excess hydrogen, so... Yeah, let me just connect it up. It's probably going to be the easier way. Going to fit very well. Go. Now, technically this isn't a priority, so I think it's fine to just ignore that for now. We'll have to change this up at some future point. Sure, this is going to interfere with something eventually. This will need a pump. One here. Built a very quick compost plant. Oh, you're big. Well, you can compost tar as well, I think. There are some fluid ingredients. Well, you can compost phytoplankton. Oh, I don't think I want to compost any of this. And you can't compost tar. Of course you can't. Assume that's PyHard's doing. Logs used to give more biomass, I think. Nope. Yep. Clay isn't the best for Pyanodon. You take 517. Should have enough wood. I'm going to change this. It will be much better if I use moss. Many reasons. But this should be just a very small productions anyway. Hope this is fine. We can create a few lamps by hand just to get things started. You need only one. No, 3. You need to get some fish back here. You only output fish, yes. This shouldn't be so hard to expand. Just the oxygen now. First, it's going to take a while to get some fish. I'm going to run out of oops. Oxygen. Right, now I just need to deal with the lighting. So much glass. There's glass, there's the rest. Also need you, but we don't think it's a problem. Hey. Quick assembling machine should be fine. Make me lamps. Yep. Would be a bad idea to make this a bit more compact. Have our first fish soon. 15 fish eggs. 10. 12 to get started. I do have to be a bit careful not to break everything. It shouldn't take too long. Take care of everything. Of course, I still haven't resolved the wastewater. First fish! Cute. That should be 24? No, just 10. Nothing. You need 12. But this is going to work for a while. Hey, that's exactly 12. I should have more soon. So that's fish. I will put them in a box. Our priority is left, of course. And then we can stockpile and make as many fish turbines as we can. Once I expand this a bit, of course. Out of power again. What happened to Steam? So busy. This is going to be a bit slow now, but it should work. Produce enough, you should produce enough. Yep. Oh. What happened? Steam? Wish there's no steam. That's make things a bit tricky. Oh, I'm producing a lot of oxygen to fill up the pipe, right? Might be a problem. You're stuck. Ah, we get snow gas. Getting a little bit of... It's not enough. Now we're consuming 1.5 to 0.25 and a bit extra. Or maybe it's just full on the washer. Yeah, this is not looking great. Need to use more fuel. The problem is that we're full on moss, maybe? Yeah, we're full on moss. Hmm. I'm going to add a quick composter just to get rid of the excess. Is that it? Why are you stuck? I'm producing. Yeah, all of you are working, so it's just scale isn't enough, right? Plenty of trees. So, something tells me I should end this episode. Okay. Just a quick build here. Tea. 4 fast food, forestries, 1 more nursery. I need glass, of course. Mining, I need tin. It's going to stop a lot of things as well. Okay. Wouldn't be too bad to expand this too. Can I? Just need soil and wood. Cable. Wood. Do this now again. Means I'm making iron the inefficient way now. It's annoying. That will take care of the tin. Completely empty here, of course. Double the fabricate production. I think I'm actually fine with how much I'm going to produce right now, but why not? Right. Glass. What else am I low on? I will need more power poles. The oh, pipes, of course. Need a lot of pipes. And for even more digosaurs. Maybe I should start thinking about delivering them. Seaweed might not be turnable into biomass. Right. Oh. Oh yeah, it's not efficient. You probably don't want to do it anyway. We used to have boilers somewhere around here. But I should really stop. Didn't pick up the pipes, damn it. And you're completely full. That's why everything is full. Why? Oh. Oh. You only go to the upper part, don't you? It's prioritized, but not here. Everything is stuck. You. You. This one. We go all the way down here. This is pretty much dedicated to you, and none of this works. Here's a problem. That means you build up. It means everything gets worse so quickly. That should help. We should be getting power back again, eventually. You do tend to get issues like that. Anyway, underground pipes. Need to finish those forestries. Of the wood that close. Yeah. I need to start working on things like that. I'm going to make it's supposed to go. Not a huge amount of wood, but I think it should be enough. That's good. Not going to reach that as far. Fuel did actually run quite low. I want to turn coke into steam directly. Things are clearing up a bit around here. It's suspicious and quiet in here. Okay, let's quickly finish the forestries, and that will be it for this one. Power. Stand. water connected over. Oh, I don't. That was fine, but that's not a problem. Okay, so eating up some more moss. It's going to be good. And we're getting the first saplings here. Okay, that should work. Take more of my moss. You should be able to keep up, right? 0.8 per second. Oh. 0.8 per second. That should work. So at full, I'm going to have 10 of these, which means only 0.5 per second. Yeah, that should work. And that should eat half a moss per second. Now for biomass, I don't think I have anything good I can do with it yet. I can turn it into flue gas, which is whatever. Or into more flue gas. Not sure why. Raw coal. Still not worth it though. That's 2.5, 25, 25, right? No. 2.5 times 5. So 1.25 gets turned into 4, 6. But it costs me the high pressure furnace. Not so sure about that. But I do need to get rid of the wastewater. Because that's blocking you, isn't it? That's the only thing you're missing, right? Yeah, not enough biomass. And still have nothing to do with the muddy sludge, right? Yeah. Electrolysis is not going to be a solution. It's not so far. It's not going to be a big source either. Ah, evaporator. That's way too long. Okay. This is going to be interesting, but still needs logistic science. But it's the first thing after logistic science. So this is good. This would be great. Improving wood production by using waste sounds really good to me. Okay. Nothing else interesting. Okay. So. Are you working at least? You are. Oh, you're full. Okay. We're getting iron again. Only not enough to keep up with the demand, but that should get better. They should probably actually build something that just disposes of the wastewater. Eats up pollution like crazy. It's nice to see. But anyway, that's it for this episode. So, see you in the next one. Bye.